Are you ready for Tower of Honkai Breath of the Wuthering Genshin rail? Because this game is going to be the next big gacha game of 2023. This game is going to destroy everything. It is going to be a bigger game than Tower of Fantasy, a bigger game than Genshin Impact, a bigger game than Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail. And before you lose your shit, yes, I'm being sarcastic, but that is the general consensus based off of everything I have read on Reddit across social media thus far. People are immediately calling this game, which is currently titled Project NB, another Genshin clone. And I just briefly skimmed through it. I just clicked through a few different parts to get a brief, rough gauge of the kind of game it is. And yeah, I can see very strong Genshin inspiration. But that's not bad. That does not mean that this is a Genshin clone. That does not mean that this is direct competition from Genshin Impact. If anything, I have seen the kind of combat this utilizes, and trust me, this is not a Genshin clone. Now, it does have an official website with admittedly some very attractive looking characters. They have an official trailer for the game, and admittedly, not a whole lot of information, which, I mean, that's okay. It still doesn't even have an official title yet. It's still under the project moniker, but I mean, it has some absolutely beautiful looking characters. Graphically, this game does look pretty good, and as you could tell, looks very similar to Genshin. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the trailer. I have not watched it yet. Other than a brief bit of the gameplay, I do not know what to expect. And before I can, this actually listed as Genshin Impact. All right. So this is from Project. This is Project NB from Blackstorm. Okay. Now, just FYI, if for any reason you do not hear the audio in the background, it's because it was copyright claimed and I had to mute it. Before we go any further, I just want to take a moment here to thank all of our incredible patrons. You guys allow me to continue to play games like this for a living, and I can never truly repay that kindness. Also, if you're interested, I stream over on Twitch every single weekend. You should totally come on over and join me. I mean, so far I'm impressed. Looks like the characters have a lot of personality. Got a little fox girl. Bright, vibrant world. A lot of hot waifus. An open world? I think this is an open world Unreal Engine PC game, if what I read online was to be believed. Oh, you can change your mounts, cool. See, this is where it differs to Genshin Impact. If anything, this is more like Honkai Star Rail because it is completely turn-based. And it's not chibi. We have full three-dimensional character models, and they look good. Well, he looks a bit weird, but the graphical style actually kind of reminds me of a cross between Kurtzpell and Genshin. I don't know how many of you remember Kurtzpell. She kind of reminds me of Mona, if I'm being honest. Project NB. Looks like a knockoff Genshin. The world needs less of those. No, what the world needs is actually direct competition for Genshin. That is what the world needs. Genshin needs competition so Genshin can improve. Not just that, so the genre as a whole can improve. Now, according to the Reddit thread, and this is where I was first alerted to it, Blackstorm Company reveal Unreal Engine 5 open-world turn-based RPG codenamed Project NB. So this is completely open world. Honkai Star Rail is not open world. Genshin Impact is open world. So as I noted at the beginning, this is more akin to a cross between the world of Genshin and the gameplay style of Honkai, which sits us somewhere in the middle. And I think that could be good. Like, I understand based off of the gameplay that we saw that it doesn't look as high quality as Genshin. I don't think it looks as high quality as the upcoming Wuthering Waves game. I don't think it looks as high quality as Genshin Impact, or not Genshin, Tower Fantasy, even the world. I think the world looks really good, but I think all the aforementioned games' worlds look better. Now, I think the character models definitely look better than Tower Fantasy's. Tower Fantasy's character models are, I mean, I don't mean to come off as hateful for saying this, but kind of shit. Genshin's character models are pretty good. I think Honkai Star Rail's character models are better than Genshin's. I think Wuthering Waves, with their recent overhaul, looks phenomenal. Probably has some of the best looking character models of any gacha game that I've played. This game, it looks pretty good. I will say it looks pretty good. It does look a little bit generic, but I mean, it doesn't even have a name yet, right? Like, let's give it some time to establish an identity. It does look like you play as a single pre-designed, predetermined character, whether you get to choose between a male or female. I don't know. I don't know if it's kind of like a very strong narrative-driven game or not, but either way, like, from what you can see, it looks pretty good. There's no denying the game looks good. Whether it is good or, though, who knows? Now, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited whenever there are beautiful looking anime games released. I love anime games more than any other kind of game. This could end up being another flop like Tower Fantasy, maybe, who knows? Does that mean we shouldn't get excited? No, we should totally get excited. Pre-registrations are not currently open. I do not know when they will. I do not know when this game is releasing. I vaguely recall a mention of like 2023 or 2024, but I can't seem to find that that little bit of information. Now, I will keep you guys up to date with more information as it is revealed, including its official name. Do I think it could be a Genshin killer like so many other people are immediately labeling it? They either label it a cheap Genshin clone or the Genshin killer. That's really all it can be according to the community. It can't just be its own game. It's something related to Genshin. Do I think it'll be a Genshin killer? No. Do I think it'll be Genshin competition? Maybe. It's a beautiful looking anime game. I mean, that alone offers a semblance of competition for any other anime game. Now, if Project NB isn't the kind of game you're looking for, then absolutely no problem. I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now that might be more up your alley. One featuring a list of every gacha game launching this month. The other featuring another gacha game that is not Project NB that might be of more interest to you.